Honorable John Taylor from Bugabala North, from Kamuli. Your Excellency, we have Honorable Kisa Stephen from Lucas House. He's here with us today. Thank you so much. Representative for Bugwere District. Your Excellency, we have Honorable Esenu Anthony from Kapelebion. We have our aunties, Your Excellency, Woman District Chairperson, Woman Member of Parliament for Tororo District, Honorable Sarah Opendi. You're welcome to Usu. Your Excellency, we have Honorable Amero Su. All the way from Shemba District, Your Excellency, we have Honorable Nyachikongoro Rose. You're most welcome. As we exit Soroti City, Your Excellency, in our presence. Your Excellency, we have Honorable Apolot from Kumi. Your Excellency, from Lapa. We have from Your Excellency, we have there are a host of other flag bearers when I go around, but we have a flag bearer for the County now. Your Excellency, in light of time, permit me highlight a few issues in 1 minute. We want
may you please come over? Let's one chairperson, please.
Akuamor, about town body architect. Kindly move. What you need, what you need, the chairman, what you need. And I have to. I put jump occupying excellent leader. You put a chairman. The chairman will see one. Akuamor. Chairman will see one. I will not let two people see. I go your two. Wow. I'm a very bona fide chairman. The chairman, that's the chairman will see one coming to me. I down in a corona. His Excellency, welcome to that.
The President of Uganda, Vice President, the judges at the court, ministers, MPs, leaders, and a theater parish, a theater board parish, Mumuja Sabori, Katakwi district, Usu, Homichi. Associate Galen, Papa President, Ijai, Animaja, Mejasi, Jakere, another Katakwi district. And also, and I saw my Papa President, Anbe, Iwajo Kiss, Ikarulu, Iboyo Yutomokere. A salary, Urban the case die, monthly. Onikini, Ilipitos case dabe. At least, Otiakona every case da. Ilipitos wa kere dewe. Arayo pedoro. Akirono akitu. Anu kolo angasu. Mamu kesi dumusi. Akirono. Ibarra. Monyate kere. Ina para. Anu jo ajukun. Aga na amukian. Wapna de aribana COVID-19. Apotu ngonumda amukian.
Thank you, Chairman LC1. Your Excellency, before I invite the clan leader, allow me to thank the people of Teso for electing the NRA in the 2021. Her Excellency, retired Major Desparuko Rose Care. Into commercial agriculture, especially the growing of citrus fruits, for which a big factory exists to consume. And
our brothers, Bishop Sheldon Mwesigwa, the Bishop of Ankole Diocese, Bishop Kosea Odongo, Kumi Diocese, and all the clergy, most importantly, my two brothers, Paul and Lawrence, who are celebrating your silver jubilee today. God is good and all the time.
That woman, later.
The children, your grandchildren, as you call them, start schooling from almost at from the other houses. In that way, you have brought primary schools very, very near to any child in his parish. That is one most important step. Two, you have moved secondary schools from Tororo College, from Kisubi, from Nyapea, from Nyakasora, down to our villages. Right now, we have a very nice secondary school standing here, almost two meters away. If it was possible, kilometers. If it could be possible, our eye could see the mammoth building which was opened recently by Her Excellency, the Vice President of Uganda. So I think the people of Uganda should thank you wholeheartedly for that, because you have brought education nearer to the people. And anyway, I understand there is what they call mindset. I've never heard of it before. But it has come within your era. Mindset. That the person's mind must first of all be changed so that the mind can see what that person is doing. If that had been done before, Etandika money should not have disappeared. Even now, as we speak, because of having a no mindset to see what to do with the money, the parish, what we call parish what? Parish model of the money. You can see big people are being what? Imprisoned or caught up because they have no mindset that the person down here should be developed. They have no mindset that. What do we need now, Papa? Papa, so as to put this right, we need kind of education that can put people to the rightful way of thinking. However, to help the president to have the change of mindset, we must all accept that God is the one to help us.
I thank all the other Ugandans who voted for us in the last general elections because
Ishalam kes ngestunga kere lo amelo mdozo Katakwi da kere lo Uganda anwai chakakini apugan nina NRM.
Secondly,
Ne yare kini
I salute the clan of my daughter Alupo.
Ishalam kit gesa tekere ngini nelo muto ra vice president
Because it seems to be a clan that likes service. Giving service to the people. We are here celebrating the two priests.
Lolo ijayo ni na eno munum okipadere ni arelo nani ida oneja ikinedeke akanini kes.
The priestly life is a life of sacrifice.
Etwenele re pader kere erae nakina aija nakintunga.
And of service. And of service.
Kedai janakin.
But also you remember the father of Jessica died when he was on duty trying to go and collect materials for the school he was teaching in during the time of the insurgency.
Itutonbe papake vice president Jessica ngesi da pono yari aparsan lo senga samera pipeline wa ngito inomete do ngesi eja aswam.
That's why we built a technical school in his memory.
Ngesa dukere esomero ngon la itatai okirorke.
So that means this is a community of Ugandans who understand service and sacrifice.
Apolo ke itungalo eja asine ejenta kirono eja nakin kedai nakina.
And we should salute them for that.
Ekotoni ashalam kin kesinoi. Mam ngapupa kanino akana ngine teingongina.
Now the elder who spoke, he was speaking slowly, but he was speaking a lot of sense which you young people should pick up. He said something which I know, but which some of you don't bother to understand. He was translating from our languages, which are very rich, into English, and but you may not have got it very clearly. He said the NRM has now brought education to the doorsteps of people. If you put it in the local language, it's very strong.
Because
in Ryankore you say, okusoma ya kusitia mlyango. And he gave the examples. I don't know how old he is, but he must be about my age or in that region, because he was able to say that for the whole of Karamoja and Eastern region, the secondary school was in Tororo. Can you imagine that?
So abu Epel na take rotema be apara shangun nare balenges baleria kasike city karumbo timoti.
St. Peter's Tororo.
Anyo no karamoja ton kidela ilokere arai Tororo ngesa Jesu mirola asumata tungo secondary.
And even that was not A level.
Mamber bongonda arai le dolta tukot na kanitape.
It was stopping at senior 4.
Anangta tukot na angonet senior na angonet.
And later on, when the colonial government built the Aloyet Teso College, it was again at senior 4.
Osedo kondi musuguna adukune somerolo Teso College Aloyet loso rotingon.
Now he's telling you that now the education people are looking for in St. Peter's Tororo, in the Kisubi, in the Nyakasura, in the Nyapeya, that it is now here. That's what he was telling you.
So bali gente sungune bale polon apara changuni moyoni aso mano somere ngula nere ngesungu kwa kana yapu nare na bale polon ateke ba yapu kwa nisomerani.
Then I noted the points he made about the presidential farm, a demonstration farm. You give me land, I will bring a demonstration farm here.
Abuna ne polon ateke ringit be kotongesi farm ngon lebunere shani kintunga ebale president ina ngesa lupok ebune farm ni yesunga lo usukani.
They had given me a farm in Kaperabiong. Then they took it away. I think Susan Ameru is the one who took it away.
Ebala nges ba ina des ges lo Kaperabiong uti farm ngon la beti te tutor konya amti ges arabi Susan Ameru ngesa bui oleme farm ngon amdong se jeni.
So you get me land in a good place, I will come and put a presidential farm there so that you can land, like you have done for Kaumu in Uruero, for Barilegi in Lango, and so on. We can do the same here.
Adepol na ina kina ni kostaina ni ngesa lupok nebu ngesa igwa kine farm ngon ke jar laije Luero kedele ja lailo Lango.
But before that, I want to thank the people of Teso.
Erongo egeta kina ekodabrenge sa shalam kintungalo Teso.
And of Katakwi.
Noine lo Katakwi.
And of the clan.
Kedate kerengine lo mutora vice president.
For donating my daughter Jessica Alupo to UPDF first.
Ano aina kinibere owaili kiari na pesekesa lo sarana kiariti.
And NRM.
Osoro kada aina kina losti opatelo NRM.
And in both UPDF and NRM we take donations very seriously.
Aso ageu nane na porikoso yangasi akirona aina kenta okona Jessica Lupo opona la polo unoi.
If you donate something we take it completely. So we have taken
na ise zingesi kesi bore aporikesi kama si chut sote kesa angarra chut.
She's a good cadre, and that's why we promoted her.
Right when ejo kuna ebaba ndo ndaka ni ala misi masa kusikoku. Ebaka ejo kiko kieni noi ayangasi kesi chirike ndaka ni nari.
So I'm very happy to be here on this occasion.
Yala malapolon ajautu nekedoni.
Celebrating the work of the two priests.
Ai numunuma paran lolona eshalam kino nedeke amipadere no kiare.
But as I was coming,
I was
also inspecting from the air. What do you call inspecting in our language here?
I'm man. I
was man from the air. Now, when I did the man, I see there is some issue which we need to discuss again. Let me see whether I still remember my ateso. There is what we call Epel. Is it Epel? Meaning development.
Development, yes, Excellency.
How many marks will you give me?
We can give you 98.9.
Very good. So, you remember, we have been talking about these issues, but we keep going back. This is not correct.
Ituta says be nero nducha kirongun konyi sweeton ba iloso ningare na bongete bobo kauda. Mambo rengine jokuna.
Because when I go to meetings like this one,
Ebu ngesi Miriam Dr. Subakari amunitana.
you hear people talking about roads,
Ni bunyo ngesi bunyitunge bakasi rotin.
about schools,
Isomeroi.
about health centers.
Anua dekesa.
All those technical schools,
Isomere ngulu etatai.
all those are Apol.
Ngulu kere erasi borolu Apollo or development.
Yes, all those are Apol,
That's development.
which is done mainly by the government.
Ngulu kere era somsine ni swama pugan.
But I have told you from 1995
Ageo no karungon lo elukumi tedope akaisa kanyangon ikan
that Apol
aba kironu a development
belongs to all of us.
oni kere lijaide ikamuto ni Apollo nyin.
That tarmac road we built from Moroto to Kotido, from Soroti to Moroto.
Kapa kwa nero tongon le dukita nyo no sorota bongor laije Moroto.
It is used by the drunkards who are going to drink.
Itosama itunga kere lelo sete orotangon.
By thieves who are going to steal.
Itunga leko koite da.
By witch doctors who are going to do
Itunga ngunulu atagoro ara ngunulu isoma iti cheboro nguli jenon lo aichud.
By priests who are going to preach the religion.
Itunga lo edi ni kere.
By good people who are going to do good things.
Itunga lo ajoka kada kere.
It is used by everybody.
Epole kitosema itunga kere iponde sho kere erotongo.
But you remember, I told you from 1995.
Kwenye itutesesbe ageo no karule luku bitakwa takanyango na kaisa kanyango nikani.
That there is Apol.
Ebalangesi be jaiborne bakai Apollo.
Is it Apollo? How do you say it properly?
Apollo.
Apollo.
Yes.
You put an O.
Apollo. Apple.
There's a U.
There's no O. Yeah, there's a U at the end.
Apple.
Yes.
There is Apple.
Development.
Which is for all of us.
No, ikamuto ni kere.
But you have forgotten the other word.
Kwenye mbrokita zakiroto ya.
This is Abar.
Wealth.
Now, Abar.
Wealth.
Is the one which belongs to you in your house.
Abar ikamute konikal.
You cannot say that this tarmac road is my Abar.
Or the
school is my wealth. What is yours is Abar. And we told you from 1995 that for Abar, you need to have Abar for eating, so that you eat well. But you also have money in your pocket. Work for the stomach, but also work for the pocket. And then 1995, I told you that this Abar, you need to work for, as I said, both for the eating but also for the pocket. But for the pocket, you need to do so with Aymar. Aymar, the three words. Aporu,
Apollo,
Abar, with Aymar. So what has happened now? Because when I was coming, I was from the air, I was watching. And part of the Aymar here, we said citrus fruits.
Aso cultivation la jaine arakironi kamtosi muchugai.
Because you are growing cotton at that time.
Apara languni rayone paba.
Your parents were growing cotton.
Oka uriake kuriete paba.
But when I made the IMAR,
kwenye na yao nangesa kironi calculation.
If you just do 1 acre, 2 acres of cotton,
ariso amajo are eke dope yare lo epaba.
The IMAR does not come out.
Mama IMAR are calculation elomuni.
In fact, I did the IMAR in Palisa, and it was very small money.
Abungesa tama aiswam calculation ngono Palisa, leira epaba.
Yes, cotton, if you do it on a big scale, you can get, the IMAR can work out.
Iso amaje epaba ra kore epaba, amusiri ngine lal, ekasuli po, pereja domunu otoma.
But because in Teso, like in some of the other parts of Uganda, especially in Ngora, those areas, they had already fragmented the land.
So achebo iso kapa dati Ngora, Teso lailo noina akidokota lupoko. Sapoloke bakirono ere paba, mabe pedota pedore joko.
Like in Paris at that time, I asked them, what is the average land holding per family?
College of Paris abungesi itungabe jasore alupok bonde tia ejasi kedekesi.
2 acres.
Podolimutu bamsirinare.
So if you have got 2 acres, that means your options are very limited.
Asejazo kedamsirinara poloke editi dojo iboreni pedaraja emedauna.
Because 1 acre is for food, for cassava maybe.
Apoloke emsire do page mineja gweki nekonu muogo.
And the only acre which can earn you money is 1.
Dawunda do pe musiri bon.
So if you do the IMAR wrongly, you will never get out of poverty.
So iso amaja IMAR, excellence, I didn't hear that well.
If you get the IMAR wrongly, you will never get out of poverty.
Idumuja IMAR angi, idumuja calculation de mame jokuna, mamji buna lomuno ochan.
So after studying the internal, the regional, the international, I recommended very strongly that I think, apart from food, you grow citrus.
Abungesa wanyi be elotengesa ishisha ara so man toma Uganda kingada ngina abungesa wanyi be amto na lailo ipedoroni asoma raito ngun neba kasunga fruits emuchuga nyina na siniborongun ina into na marana bait. Because
when we did that in Mitiana, we calculated it was about 12 million shillings per acre per annum.
Abungesa wanyo Mitiana iso matake sa kirongun na era ara ito ngunu no fruits ngunu aporkesi ya mutu be dumunji million into amonto mokaru.
And some people started growing the citrus.
Ogiati tungaloangi na era ara ito ngunu.
Now when I was coming, I saw a few gardens near Ochuloi.
Asebu nani ngesa bayi ngesa nimsirindisa lailo Ochuloi.
And I saw a few other gardens before. I think it must be Kaberamaid or something.
But in the
other areas, I was not seeing the citrus. Even when I was driving from where I landed to here, I was looking. I was seeing, okay, some little cassava here and so on. But where does the money come from?
So
I want to know Operation Wealth Creation. Is the commander here? Where is that commander?
Ngoni lepo lokita kirona Operation Creation areja ine abeja ingesi e commander ngoni.
Who is in that operation? Do you have anybody here?
Itungamu legwe iktos Operation of Creation ara lai lokata kui areja jaka itungoni. Ara muchala tamunga jeni.
Are they there or they are no longer coming to meetings?
Anybody for Operation Creation? Excellence, they are saying is not around.
Oh, okay. So, then maybe the MP can tell us. The MP,
okay, the member of parliament for Usu can come out and explain.
Come and tell us what's happening, what is happening to Abar.
Inyobo atakan kakirono Aymar.
Because we are talking about Apollo.
Inero na kirono a development.
The Basoga speak very well. The Basoga speak very well.
Itungalo Busaga inera se joke.
They say akange kakiraka ife.
Bakazi kesi ibore nera yenika erayen woko kere.
that what is mine is better than what is ours.
So ibarene rayeni ka ede party borene rayeni yen woko kere.
Apollo is ours.
Apollo ke Apollo erai na ok.
The road, the school, the health center, these are all ours.
Irotini ngun adekesa isomero ngune rasin wok.
But what is mine?
Inyobo erai yeni kon ijo ilopet nyobe erai yeni kon.
So, MP, what is happening here?
MP.
You have sent, thank you very much.
Yalaman.
Assam will come back and we continue. So the MP has pleaded well in the court.
Ebaka ive agweke MP oni araute pleada la beito koti.
Because I was going to charge him with negligence of duty.
Ajai alozogeta tepese no MP waka anate maribe mamiswa maejok.
But he has said, by implication, that the citrus trees I was seeing were dried up by the weather. Now we had noticed it also in the center. And that's why we are going to roll out a plan for irrigation using solar-powered pumps. That means that if there is a well nearby in your own land, it doesn't have to be collective, even if it is in your own land. If you have got like a valley tank, we shall give you or the village solar-powered water pumps.
Solar pumps
where the sun provides the electricity to pump the water to the tank which is on a hill nearby in your land. Then you can irrigate as you like. So therefore, I really appeal to you to learn the methods of NRM. NRM started as a small force in the bush. But because we knew how to prioritize, we were able to grow and grow and grow. So therefore, now we have got so many things to do. But as I said in some of my speeches, that the issue of irrigation now is very, very important. So before we implement all these other things we would like to do, let the political class
members of parliament, councillors,
and the population understand that you can't do all things at the same time. Like now we have been able to put quite a lot of money on the parish development model. But it seems this money needs to be supported by irrigation. Therefore, in the next budget, let's all agree that we may postpone some of the programs. Wanted to do this program, want to do that program, but let us do irrigation first.
So, kwenye budget gole bunongaren, achamu tu bigwa na lebere sirigina nadu muna kipi nguni ngarakentu ngai chok o budget hali tu pakna na ngarakine PDM aswam.
irrigation and building the fertilizer factory in Tororo so that we have got water and fertilizers.
Kedai ngarakin e factory ngon le losi ayaw ne fertilizer alai jo Tororo anay ngarakin ira na pole jo.
The Chinese had come to build it, but they got into problems. We shall do it ourselves, whether the Chinese come or they don't come.
Apondos ko Chinese ko dai ngarakin no konya podo dumta tio kiso. Koje balala polo ibuno ni kulepe kaswam anyun bi ibuno na je kine e factory ngon na igwo.
So therefore I appeal to you, please. Abar is very, very important.
Utangesa ilipon bikatunga. Aibar raibore ne polo noi.
To have Apollo without Abar and with Aimar, you are wasting time. You will not continue.
Eje Apollo, Omama Abar, Omama Aimar, Apollo kebe mabore nchanchano na paki.
Because the money we use for Apollo is the money from Abar.
Isirigin tosoma one tosoma no Apollo kera isirigin le pota ne Abar.
If you have got 2 acres of citrus,
ijas joke de konam sirinare ni kamuto saraito,
and you sell and you get money,
idumu ji isirigin gwelajo,
then you go to the shops.
Olos dojai o dukai.
And you buy more clothes for your family.
Aniko ni duwe.
And on each year, each meter of cloth, there is a tax of the government. You buy sugar for your family. There is a bit of tax on the sugar. Maybe you buy a motorbike. And there is a little bit of tax on the fuel. And it is that man of tax which will now use to build roads and schools and health centers. If the Abar is not growing, in the end, Apollo will also be impossible to sustain. In the other dialects of the Bantu, we say, Enkula Kurana Novugaga.
Balangesa anga jipsina chemu ne pondo so Buganda majana rapero ngai Julai jokonye Apollo kede Abar.
Entunguka Novugaiga. The same.
That's Busoga now.
Now, so please stop this confusion. We cannot go on talking about Apollo without Abar. No, it's a wrong way.
Ase kodo kodo na pala la kiromu na emonyo disi because sa Apollo kai moya de kesa isomero engun omama Abar.
Each home must contribute to the Abar for themselves, but also for all of us.
Ngini kal ekoto jai bore ne jai ene yao na Abar anwe kalangon ke ditunga da iche lo atutu betangin. If
you have got income in your house, as I've told you, you buy sugar, you buy clothes, you buy fuel for the motorcycle, you buy cement. All of them have got a tax on them.
Apollo kejas jisirigi ni lote jagwel ne sukali ogwela kinyeto ogwela regue iboro ngunu kereje solo leja itama Apollo ke kunyata dakania.
You are comfortable, you get sugar, you get you are warmer, but we also benefit from you, the whole country.
Apollo ke dumun jibore ni ngarakina kon kuan ngarakina Uganda ekonai Apollo.
Today I just came for the celebration of the priests.
Lola na buntu berengesa ipejoki ni abunere ne anwekale ali ipadera alweja sinene ngeso le buntu rengesine.
And to greet you.
Kedamala nesu.
But I will come back to talk zone by zone about this issue of Apollo and also Abar.
Ebongun babe polon ena ran kedoni atutubena nwe gelegela anu akira no Apollo keda Abar e baba kizaka na bisumuta bongun.
And Abar with Aimar.
Wealth and calculation.